Hi Sammy fam, today we're going to be making air-fried buttermilk zucchini fries and putting them on a sandwich. So let's get started with our zucchinis. I don't know why my cat's interested in them, but okay, you can watch, buddy. Chop off the tips and the base. And we're going to cut them into kind of fry-sized shapes. I don't want them to be too thick and mushy, but I also want them to have a nice ratio of crispy outside, soft and moist interior. It really just depends on the thickness of your zucchini, whether you do it into fourths or maybe eighths. And then I'll cut them in half long ways so they fit better in the air fryer and in my dipping bowls. That one's a little thick. Cut it in half. There we go. We're going to soak these zucchini in real buttermilk for about half an hour. This will serve as both the base of our nice tangy buttermilk flavor, but also the base of the coating that will help it adhere to all the ingredients we're about to mix up. So we need to make a seasoned flour. Starting with Old Bay, perfect combo for buttermilk. Cayenne pepper for just a little bit of heat. White pepper. Garlic powder. A little bit of salt. Give that a good old stir. We don't shy away from flavor. Now we need to work on our panko and cheese mixture to create that crunchy coating. So use a hard cheese like a Romano or a Parmesan. I'm using a mixture of Romano and a hard provolone cheese. And I'm going to toss that cheese with some panko. Now we're ready to start dipping. First you coat in seasoned flour. This is going to get really messy, guys, just heads up. And then I re-dip in the buttermilk, and then I dip again into our cheese and panko mixture. I'm going to set these out until I'm ready to air fry them. So after a bunch of mess making, in about a half hour, I have a big batch to go in my air fryer. So I'm going to oil that up so they don't stick. Carefully put them in the bottom. Just make sure they're not touching. They brown pretty quick, so be careful. I did them at about 350 degrees go for 10 minutes and then flip them so you make sure you get all the sides nice and crispy, but your results may vary. Now to make a sandwich with these, I'm going to grate some pepper jack cheese, some cheddar cheese, and these will both melt up real nice and creamy on top of our crispy fries. Chop up some chives for that nice oniony flavor and to have a little bit of green color on top of our sandwich. It'll just be pretty. Nice, our fries are done. And I was able to make like 3 or 4 batches out of those few zucchinis. I had fries for days. I have a spicy green herby ranch sauce with the recipe link is down below in the description if you want to check it out. Super easy to make. And I have some chopped up butterhead lettuce to kind of serve as a base. Our nice East Coast roll. If I figure out which side I want to cut open. These rolls used to be 3 for $1, but now they're $1 each. Inflation. But let's get it nice and saucy. If we're paying $1 for it, we're really gonna enjoy it. Put down our bed of butterhead lettuce. Get all our nice crispy, crunchy fries in there. I like the darker ones, so I'm leaving the lighter ones for my wife. Put our cheese on top. I love cheddar and pepper jack together. And then our chives. Let's throw this in the oven and get it nice and melty and get the bread all fresh and a little crispy. Oh my. That's something else. And if you're one of those people who's like, oh, it's not a sandwich, it's not a meal if it doesn't have meat, this is meaty, this is satisfying, this is savory. I guarantee you're gonna love this. That crunch. This is one of my favorite sandwiches ever. Both in terms of taste and texture, and I enjoy not having to use meat to make a good meal. Feels good for my body, and feels good for my soul, ethically. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this recipe, go ahead and share it around the web. I could really use the help.